Hello everybody, and welcome to a video where I will go over why I'm not playing Legion. So, Legion is released and everyone is rushing to 110 to see the new content. But I'm not gonna be one of them. And I want to talk a bit about why I have this, point of view. A lot of people will probably just think, oh, he's a hater of World of Warcraft, he hates Blizzard and all that shit. Yes, partly, but I do want to also go over just a few reasons now why. Um, there's just been, you know, there's just been so much to grind in Wallace Adrenner, and finally in 6.2 the game was, good. We had flying unlocked, we had fleshed out content, we had great gold income, we had leveled our elves, we had done pretty much all the good stuff. So finally we were getting to a point where we were actually, for me at least, playing the game how I want to play it. Um, all this bullshit with, you're going around in Shadow Moon Valley leveling your next old character, and all that shit is probably fun for some, leveling new characters and everything, but no, it's not fun for me, and that is one of the reasons why I do hate a new expansion. Leveling, restarting that whole process, or like you just spend it 48 hours, let's just say maybe 48 to 24 hours on a new character. He's like item level 700, maybe 680. You can finally use him for grinding some logouts. You can finally say, oh, I actually made it to max level on this specific class. But starting that process over now is just, uh, it just takes so much time. And I know I already spent way too much time on this game here. That is also one of the reasons why I do want to maybe play a bit less World of Warcraft at times. But yeah, the leveling is the number one point. For the future, please, Blizzard, please consider making an expansion pack that does not have new levels included. Just have, quest zones and all that bullshit that we I don't know, come to expect. Pretty much people are so fucking greedy when they look at these expansions. They want everything. They want zones, they want artworks, they want raids, they want everything. Why should we have to get everything in an expansion pack anyway? Couldn't they just slap a price tag on it that is like free, for instance? Have no level requirements, but like you could have easily reused these zones here in Warlords Adrenal and had no uh, problems moving on with, say, Legion invading Warlords Adrenal zones. You know, it doesn't have to be a completely new zone and everything. But yeah, leveling, it doesn't have to be a reset every freaking expansion pack. It's so stupid to have to start completely over again. Like, see here we have some dude leveling a new hunter. When he's level 100, he's gonna think, ah, I'm level 100. Yeah, that's not even close to being done. It's just, it's just not worth it. But yeah, that was pretty much the first point, leveling. So I want to cover a lot of topics in this video here, and feel free to just have the video running, in the background and whatnot. That is totally fine. So with the leveling part out of the way, I want to go on to another thing. Cost. Why must every expansion pack come out at 2 or 3 years intervals and cost, you know, I think the price has pretty much only gone up ever since they released WoW. I'm pretty sure that Mr. Pandaria cost €5 less than uh, Wallace Adrenal did. It's just silly. I'm Blizzard is greedy as fuck. I'm sorry, but they are. I know they're a business and they can just charge whatever they feel like, but it still just seems too greedy for me to keep releasing expansion packs with a ever more costly price to it. It's just uh, 40, €50, whatever it is. It's all way too much. It's a barrier for new players that want to try out the game. They have to buy all these expansion packs. They have to pay for the sub. And hell, if they are played for a long time, maybe they return to a dead realm so they have to spend another 20 euros migrating their main characters or whatever. It's greedy as fuck. And honestly, Blizzard, please consider make an expansion that is not filled with new zones, and everyone knows that it's not about abilities and game mechanics and new systems and all that crap that takes up a lot of the what can you say, the cost. uh, Making graphics in general, anything art related, is just way costly. And I honestly, just make an expansion, Blizzard, that doesn't have new zones in it. It doesn't have to, we have such a huge world now. The entire map is going to be filled up soon enough. Why not just make an expansion that reuses the old zones, the ones that we really like anyways? Like, everyone agrees that the old zones work well, so why not just reuse those? It doesn't have to, they have to invent the wheel every expansion pack. And if they don't invent the wheel every time, no level increase, no new zones and all that shit, then we can finally see an expansion that doesn't cost uh, as much as free Steam games, or what do I know? I'm not that much in Steam, but I do know that a lot of publishers can, make a product, and like it's a well-made product, and they don't charge 40 euros for. Okay, oh, of course, the point with World of Warcraft is that you really do get a lot out of your money. Like, they don't last for 24, 50, 100 hours or whatever. World of Warcraft can last for 1,000 hours or more, which is nice, Then you really do get a lot out of your money spent. But I still feel like Blizzard, consider make an expansion that is free of charge, nothing, no cost at all. We already pay for the sub, and yes, we pay for the sub even if we play with a gold token, which I can easily afford. But like, if you buy a game token, you indirectly still give money to Blizzard. Their system works. You just gave them money regardless how you look at it yourself. So Blizzard, please stop being so greedy, and also don't have so high expectations of yourself or what your consumer demands of you. Honestly, just relax and reuse stuff that worked before. And like, what made the other expansions so great? What worked? I'll just give one example. Everyone complains about, oh, there's no world PvP. It's all instance and shit. Everyone knows that Nagrand was a great zone for world PvP back in Burning Crusade. Helala, why have we not seen a zone like Helala before in any of the other expansions? That I spent it maybe 100 hours, 50 hours, at least 50 hours in Burning Crusade just doing world PvP in Nagrand. It was so much fun. Probably one of the best times I ever had in the expansion pack was just doing random shit in Nagrand, ganking people, trying to take over the Horde's player base and all that stuff. And like, now, this is our world PvP now. We just go up to dude and gank him, and we get nothing out of it. There's no incentive to me to keep hitting this guy here, but we still do it because that's pretty much the world PvP we get now. It's just so uh, reuse what worked. That is a point I want to end this little part with. So yeah. Okay, so on to some more gameplay related, and I would also say kinda casual point of view of why I'm not even playing Legion anyway. I want to say sorry for the first two parts. They're maybe a bit ranty and all that shit, but this is how I feel. Obviously, a lot of people are gonna disagree with that. I have come to know that my opinion about World of Warcraft, at least when I'm typing shit on the internet, is no, it's not shared among others. That is totally fine. Like, I am not the targeted demographic of a World of Warcraft player nowadays. I am one of the players that started out early and played a lot back then. Over the years, I played a lot less, obviously. But yeah. So, gameplay related. let's just see, 110 druid. I suppose it's already, yeah. So like all these people are running around zones I don't even recognize. I don't even know what they're doing. All I know is that they're wasting their time. In 5 months, 6 months, maybe a year, whatever, uh, flying is gonna be released. So traveling is gonna be a lot faster. The gearing is gonna be super faster because of all the catch-up mechanics. Uh, Prices on the auction house is gonna be a lot less. So like when they're out there paying, I don't know, let's say 1,000 gold for one uh, point of level in their professions, maybe paying 1,000 gold for a simple enchantment. When I start playing again, I'm gonna be paying, a normal, non-inflated price. I don't have to have much competition about what I want to do. There's still gonna be a ton of people who play at the same time as me. I don't have to worry about finance being challenging or tactics not being available to me. I can just go on a fan site and be like, "Yay! I just know how to do the entire Legion dungeon meta achievements, one shot them all with like a puck group or whatever that is over geared, but like I can just join late in the expansion pack and people are gonna be like highly geared anyways, regardless of my gear level, and they can just carry me. Like that I know that's just extremely point of view, but again, I know this is not going to be shared among others, but that is exactly what I feel like. All the work that people play for now, all the hundreds of hours people are now putting into these first 3 months of the expansion pack is just a waste of time. I get it, and this is also do what I want to emphasize. If you have a great guild, if you have friends among you, if you have uh, a sense of accomplishment, being social in a game, talking with guild mates and friends and just having fun, the adventure is the game and all that. Like people are social creatures, we as human beings needs to be social, whatever. If you have fun doing that, uh, I mean, the game is already great for you. You don't have to consider if the time that you spend it now is gonna be wasted in 5 months or a year or whatever. So, yeah, I suppose that's also another way to look at it. Because, like, if you have a great guild, the game is obviously gonna be a lot of fun for you right now. So, yeah. I did once too, had a great guild. It was, great fun playing with those guys and having fun in the new release tiers and raiding and all that shit. But that's also another thing I do want to mention real fast. Raiding is completely pointless. uh, you get nothing out of being good in this game anymore. You don't get any respect. You don't get anything. Like you don't even I don't even think you get raid achievements or feast of strength or whatever that can be achieved later on by casual players or whatever. Like the only thing you seem to get now from raiding is a raid mount that can be farmed 2 or 3 years later. uh, uh, like back in vanilla World of Warcraft, if I saw, shout out to my epic guild back then, Imba, world rank 16 vanilla, check them out. They were great, and they were, they were insane. They cleared the next Ramas back then. Like if I saw one of their guild members standing on the fucking mailbox in Ironforge with full tier 3, granted I was quite a bit younger back then, but like I would have cut my toe off to be one of those guys. Full tier 3, that gave so much respect. Like honestly, uh, if esports was a thing back then, like the esports was still quite young, I think that esports would have been a great thing for World of Warcraft back then, but the industry just wasn't quite there. It was like the people who were playing WoW seriously back then, they must have gotten so much respect just in game. But imagine if they went online and did YouTube and Twitch and all that bullshit that we have nowadays. Like they would be internet superstars. That's just my point of view. Rating has lost its charm and point. But that is also kind of again, you know, talking about the gameplay here. Everything you do is just going to be a waste of time months later, because we all know Blizzard caters to nothing. Like right now, people are complaining, "Oh my God, artifact weapons! Oh, I can only get artifact weapon on one stupid character." Yes, you can only get that on one character. It's gonna take a while to grind out, but just wait. In like a year or whatever, Blizzard's gonna nerf it. I don't know, auction house price is gonna be a lot less for materials if there's anything to buy to artifacts. I don't know about that, but like Blizzard's just gonna nerf and everything's gonna be made so much easier. We all know that that's gonna happen. Like Blizzard, when we complained about no flying available in Warlords at Draenor, we got it. When we complained about the camera's distance nerf, Blizzard changed that as well. Grinds are just gonna be easier and easier the more time you wait not to play the game. So yeah, so yeah, I think that was that for that part pretty much. Actually, I just want to end it quite fast now as well, really, before the video do gets too long. Overall, Blizzard have stated that they are done trying to make fast expansion packs, and I'm so happy to hear that, because that means that we finally get to play an expansion pack at its peak. Like right now, 6.2 was the peak of Walster, and that was great. We had fleshed out garrisons, we had great grinds to do, we had everything available to us, and then they fucked it up with the Legion coming out. Pretty much, they ruined the game with Legion when it came out. Then we had to spend hours setting up our UI, our weak hour strings. Then we had to uh, relearn classes. Then we had to do this and that, and all these systems here. And what do we get out of it? Yeah, we get a new expansion pack, but like what's the point? The game was already good. We were already paying to play the game that we liked in Warlords of Draenor. And that's just my point of view. Warlords of Draenor was not even a bad expansion. It was okay. It was fine. Like the game is never gonna be Burning Crusade or Wrath of Lich King again. That's fine. But at least the game was good enough. And now they think they can sort of restart everything again. And we have to pay Blizzard again to have that restart happen. And yeah, um, it's just kind of bored to have to do all these new things over and over again in a repeated cycle. But yeah, again, I talked about that before, and I really just want to end the video now with I really do hope that Blizzard starts to, make expansion packs different. What can they do to make them different? Well, I talked about that in the video, and like making an expansion pack last a longer time. That's definitely one way to go for it, because uh, expansion packs that last for 2 years or whatever, that's fine if it was just gonna be 2 years. But we all know that then we get a patch, and that patch has started stabilizing the game. PvP is balanced. We got in-game content to do and all that stuff. If Blizzard just makes small patches that like updates the game just a little bit, gives us some sort of new gameplay feature, people are gonna stick around for that easily. We don't have to get giant 5.1, 5.2 huge patches. We just have to get something small, which is gonna bring our game to a much better alive state when we get bored 6.5, I don't know, 6 months later or whatever in the current patch that we're in now that we are bored from it. But yeah, I don't have big expectations from Blizzard any longer. I really, really don't. But yeah, oh, we actually have, like, see, this is a perfect example. We have a horde here who are, you know, he doesn't have flying, but now he has to get to, Warlords of Draenor, where the shit is already too late for him. Like, he just cannot get his flying any longer. It's just not gonna happen. It's just so bad for him. And now he has to go to Legion and restart the process that he had just started on his character or whatever. I really just feel bad for those people. And I also feel bad for the people who are playing right now in Legion. Again, if they are enjoying the game and having fun, good for them. I just know that I'm gonna be having fun in my own way. When Blizzard started obviously catering to the rushed players to join later in the expansion and wants catch-up mechanics. But yeah, I'm gonna be enjoying other games, other stuff while I'm not playing World of Warcraft. That's great for me. So yeah, I hope this video wasn't too ranty. I know this is one of the most ranty shit I have ever done. Definitely. Wouldn't surprise if this almost like gets disliked so much into oblivion that I don't know, I have to hurdle up and cry for all the hates. But yeah, I wanted to make this kind of a ranty video now because I feel like it had to be said. But yeah, if you enjoy Legion again, great for you. I'm gonna be enjoying it later on. But yeah, as always, have a good one and see you on the next video.